Technology has changed over the years. Earning money has now become easy. Students have skills, they just need to be expert in their skills at which they are best. Hello viewers. My name is Saad, and in today's episode 1 will tell you about 5 ways to make money online in 2022. Before that, I request you to please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's start. 1. Sell stuff online. One of the best money-making ideas for quick cash is selling stuff online. For example, you can sell clothes, furniture, and handbags from your own home, or you can buy and resell higher value items like laptops, TVs, or phones. You can buy these products online through sites like AliExpress or from local garage sale and thrift stores. A great way to make money fast and earn extra cash. Try to sell your products on multiple platforms and marketplaces instead of just one. The more places your products live, the more likely people will be to find them. There are hundreds of online selling sites, all with their own niches and commission fees. A few examples include eBay, Facebook Marketplace. If you enjoy this process, you can start a legitimate reseller business and sell anything from vintage clothing to refurbished electronics. Startup time, a few hours. Effort to start, medium. Time to first payment. Varies, depending on the marketplace in which you're selling your products. What to know: the more places your products are available to buy, the more likely people are to find them. There are hundreds of online selling sites with their own special niches. Each marketplace has its own rules and fees. Make sure to understand them before you sign up for a marketplace. Requirements: products to sell. You may need to create an account and get verified to sell in a marketplace. To sell on Amazon. Amazon has become a marketplace that welcomes e-commerce entrepreneurs. It takes a few minutes to sign up for an account and a few more minutes to get a product listing live. The platform has a massive audience, it's a global marketplace, and it's a go-to destination for product discovery and research. Listing optimization can help your products get found and unlock new opportunities. And Amazon's in-app promotions can increase your brand's visibility for highly targeted audiences. Yet some e-commerce entrepreneurs question the long-term sustainability of selling on Amazon. While the marketplace is great for helping shoppers surface desired products, it's challenging for sellers to get their business noticed. Amazon attracts many resellers of the same products you may offer. Startup time? A few hours, depending on how many products you're listing. Effort to start, medium. Time to first payment. 14 days after your first sale is delivered. What to know: you can only have one seller central account for each region you sell in, unless you have a legitimate business need to open a second account and all your accounts are in good standing. Product detail pages do not belong to a single seller, they are for the specific product itself. You must only ship products that you've included in the product detail page. Any additional items sent to the buyer is prohibited and may lead to the deactivation of your seller account. You must confirm that you have shipped the product with Amazon in order to receive payment. Requirements: an Amazon account. Must provide a product feed to Amazon or use its FBA program and send your products to an Amazon warehouse. Must be at least 18 years old to create an Amazon seller account. 3. Affiliate marketing. So, how do you make money? Affiliate marketing. Essentially, publishers or individuals can apply for affiliate programs wherever they're available in order to be added as an official affiliate. Once you're accepted, you'll receive a way to share an affiliate link to the product or service you're interested in promoting. Don't forget to add a disclaimer. When someone buys the product after clicking your link, you'll receive credit for the referral, along with a commission. The commission amount depends on the affiliate program and the product being sold. Commodity items on Amazon.com won't pay out much, but referring a high-ticket account may pay out hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Because affiliate marketing works best when you help a visitor understand why a certain product may be the right one for them, you'll typically notice it deployed on content-focused websites. Search engine optimization also plays an important role here, and you'll see everyone from homegrown sites to massive, globally known publications competing for terms like Best Gaming Laptops 2022. Startup time? A few hours. Effort to start, medium. Time to first payment varies, depending on how successful your affiliate marketing campaigns are. What to know: growth in affiliate marketing can be sporadic in the beginning, but if you stick with it and refine your strategies, it can become a great source of passive income. Building trust with your audience is the most important thing to cultivate with affiliate marketing. Disclaimers are required by the FTC and most reputable affiliate programs. Requirements: a website or social media presence where you can promote products as an affiliate. Traffic to your website or a social media following. 4. Start a YouTube channel. Ever thought of becoming a YouTube star? Micro-celebrities like 10-year-old Ryan Kaji are making more than $29 million per year on YouTube selling toys. Another top earner on YouTube is David Dobrik, who makes about $15.5 million entertaining his audience with comical videos. Create a YouTube channel around one niche. This will help you build a loyal audience that repeatedly tunes into your channel, giving you more opportunities to make money online. You could offer tutorials, review products, keep up with celebrity news, whatever you think will keep your audience interested. The key to a successful YouTube channel is to entertain or educate with your content. Once you've reached 1,000 subscribers, you can make money running YouTube ads on your channel. Beyond advertising revenue, you can also offer paid product placement to big brands, sell products, or become an affiliate to make money on YouTube. Startup time? A few hours. Effort to start, high. Time to first payment, once you've reached 1,000 subscribers. What to know? You can create a high-paying YouTube channel with the right niche. The key to a successful YouTube channel is entertaining or educating with your content. You can use your channel to become an affiliate. You need at least 1,000 subscribers to start earning money. Requirements: a way to record video and audio, and a way to cut your video together. Creators between the ages of 13 and 17 need parental permission to start a YouTube channel. 5. Sell digital products. Digital products carry some of the best margins of any product you can sell. The upfront costs of development can be high, but the variable costs of selling digital products is comparatively low. Once media or software is made, it isn't very expensive to deliver to customers. At its core, a digital product is an intangible asset you can sell repeatedly without restocking inventory. They often come in downloadable files such as a PDF, plugin, or interactive document. These products have become such a good source of passive income that many top professional influencers, bloggers, or public icons release digital products like guides, ebooks, templates, research findings, plans, and tutorials. Many creators make digital products to add another revenue stream to their main business, whether it be consulting, education, or memberships. You could build a presence on Twitter and LinkedIn, or build an email subscriber list to promote your products and make sales. Startup time varies depending on how long it takes to create your digital product. Effort to start: high initial effort to create the digital products you want to sell. Time to first payment: it depends on the e-commerce platform you use, but platforms like Shopify take 5 business days to pay out. What to know? E-learning is becoming very popular as a digital product that people are investing in. Digital products are scalable. There's no limit to how many products you can sell. No inventory. No manufacturers. No shipping or logistics. Just market the products. An understanding of licensing laws if you want to license your product or use licensed materials. Requirements: an online platform to sell your digital products. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel.